Students, muscle protein. What are the types of muscle protein? For which we use the term myoprotein. Okay. What are that myoprotein? What are that myoprotein? Damini, are we? These are also called contractile protein. Why contractile word is used? Contractile protein. Why contractile? Because they contract. So they are myosin and actin. They are actin and myosin. Now, how these actin and myosin are arranged in a muscle? If we see the structure of a muscle, suppose this is a muscle. You see the structure of a muscle. These are the myosin protein. These are myosin protein. These are myosin protein. And these are the actin protein. These are actin protein. Again, these are myosin protein. And these are actin protein. Now, these are the arrangement of actin and myosin protein. Between this arrangement, what we can see? With this actin protein, some line is passing. What is the name of that line? Suppose this is the line. This is the line. Now, this line is called Z line. This line is Z line. And this distance, the distance between two Z line, this is one Z line, this is another Z line. The distance between two Z line is called sarcomere. Now, this sarcomere is the structural and functional unit of muscle. The sarcomere is the structural and functional unit, or you can say that it is the contractile unit of muscle. So, two proteins are there, myosin protein and actin protein. So, they will give the type of band. Now, myosin as well as actin. Till this, where myosin as well as actin, both are there. With blue I have drawn. So which band they will give? RB, Damini? They will produce which type of band? Jagruti? Actin plus myosin, they will give which? They will give which? They will give which type of band? Actin plus myosin, Jagruti? Jagruti? Actin plus myosin, which type of band they are giving? Actin as well as myosin, both are present. With this blue, they are representing which type of band? This is Jagruti?
Band. A band. A band.
Exactly. Is A band. Now, another band we will get with this actin residue, where only actin molecule is present. No myosin molecule is present. So this band is representing which band?
I band.
So two band we are getting, I band and A band. Okay. Now when muscle will contract, contraction of muscle will take place. Suppose this is the myosin region. This actin will come closer. This actin will come closer. So here you will get a structure like this. What is the name of this region?
H zone.
This is called H zone. Okay. And in the middle, Suppose this one. This one. Now this line is called
M line.
wait a minute. This line is called M line. This line is M line. So we are clear about A band, I band, H zone, M line, and Z line. Clear with this? Any doubt in this? So we can say that this sarcomere, suppose I'm talking about this sarcomere. Let me change this one. Now this sarcomere, we can say now, see half I band, suppose half A band, half portion of A band. See the diagram? Half portion of A band plus complete portion, sorry, half portion of I band, okay. This one. Half portion of I band plus, wait a minute, where is the eraser? Navneet sir, Avineet sir, where is the eraser? In this one note? Avineet sir?
Hello.
Yes, Avineet sir, where is eraser?
1 minute. Ma'am.
Avineet sir?
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. This is Neeraj.
Yes, where is eraser? Eraser. I want to erase something.
Are you using mobile or using a laptop?
I'm using laptop.
लैपटॉप मैम जिस माउस से आप पूरे जहाँ पे आपको हटाना उसको सेलेक्ट करिए और डिलीट मार दिए चला जाएगा and you can scroll it down. आप विदाउट डिलीट किए आप स्क्रॉल करिए, you will find blank area below. आप उसको स्क्रॉल कर दीजिए, it will go upside.
ठीक.
आप इसको स्क्रॉल कर लिए ये चला जाएगा.
Okay sir, okay, हो गया sir.
हाँ.
So half I plus we are using complete A band, one A band and half I band. Okay, half I plus one A plus half I. This is the total unit of sarcomere. And match half I band plus one complete A band plus half I band. The total thing is complete sarcomere. Is it clear with you? Is it clear? Yes, Jagruti, Damini, Arvi.
Yes, ma'am.
This one is clear now. Up to this is clear. Okay. You just take the screenshot. Okay, I will delete it. Okay. Now, A band. Let us discuss the characteristics about the band. A band. Now, we know that this A band represents the dark band, or they are called anisotropic band. They are called anisotropic band. Now, this A band contains myosin as well as actin. What is their length? Their length is 1.5 micron. This is the first one. Second one, that is the I band. What about the I band? It is the light band, or it is isotropic band. Isotropic band. Now, what does it contain? It contains only actin. Okay, it contains only actin. Next one, H zone. Full form of H. Damini, RB. Full form of H.
Hanson zone.
Exactly, it is Ensigns zone. That's H for Ensigns zone. Now this is the light central part. This is the light central part. Light central part of what? Light central part of A band, where actin is also present. Okay. Now fourth one is M line. This M line is mesogrammy line. Now these are myosin protein. These are made up of myosin protein. Now what is the function of this protein? They connect myosin filament together. And last one, which line is left? Students? Which line is left?
Z line.
Z line.
That is Z line. Now, other name of Z line is? What is the other name of Z line? Other name of Z line? Malik? Malik? Other name of Z line? Jagruti? Other name of Z line? It is crosses membrane. Other name of Z line is crosses membrane. Now, this cross, he was actually German scientist. Okay. Now, what is the function of this Z line? They bisect actin or I band. Means they bisect actin or I band. Or in another word, we can write that they help to connect actin molecule. Any doubt in this? Any one of you? Any doubt in this? Any doubt
No.
in this? Damini, Jagruti, Anvesha, Malik? Any doubt in this? बोलो बोलो मलिक, कोई भी डाउट है इसमें से? Between I band and A band, which band remain constant during muscle contraction? Between I band and A band, which band remain constant during muscle contraction?
A band.
A band.
And which band reduces its length?
I band.
I
can
band.
write here. So I can write here during muscle contraction. During muscle contraction, A band length remain constant. And I band, this line is given in NCERT now, I band reduces its length. Now, muscle contraction. What type of process is this? Muscle contraction, active or passive? Muscle contraction, active or passive?
Active process. Active.
Active.
Active process. And muscle relaxation?
Act-
Active process because it requires ATP. It requires ATP. Okay. Now, muscle relaxation. Active or passive? Relaxation. Active or passive? Passive.
Passive.
Relaxation passive. Because it does not require ATP. Because it does not require ATP. Okay. Now, if you see the structure of a myosin filament. Now, what is the monomer of myosin? Malik, monomer of myosin filament? Structure of myosin filament. Malik, monomer of myosin filament? Monomer of myosin filament? Can you tell me the name? Because we know that myosin is a polymer. Okay. Myosin is a polymer.
Neuromyosin.
Yes. If it is a polymer, polymer means like this. Structure is like this. So each structure is called monomer. Each structure is called monomer. So their monomer is meromyosin.
Neuromyosin.
Their structure is meromyosin. Now this meromyosin is made up of, they are made up of two polypeptide chains. Two polypeptide chains helically. Okay, till this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Till this clear now? Now, if you see the structure of meromyosin. Now, meromyosin consists of this meromyosin. It consists of a tail and a globular head. We use the word globular head, as well as short neck. Now, this tail portion is light or heavy? They contain light meromyosin or heavy meromyosin. So we can
Light
write that
meromyosin.
LMM
Neuromyosin.
consists of light meromyosin. And this head consists heavy meromyosin. Heavy meromyosin, that is HMM. Now let us draw the structure. You see the structure is like this. Now, this diagram is given in NCERT. So this is the head region. Head means we can say that heavy meromyosin. And this is the tail region. That is light meromyosin. And this short region, student, you can see this one is the neck region. So this is the structure of myosin. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the name of the theory which gives the mechanism of muscle contraction?
Sliding filament theory.
Sliding filament. राजेश्वरी को मैसेज नहीं की थी एक बार? सोनाली, दामिनी, जागृति, आरती, राजेश्वरी ज्वाइन नहीं की ना? फाइन. Sliding filament theory. Now, in the sliding filament theory, calcium plays an important role, isn't it? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
active molecule. Suppose this is active molecule. Okay. Now, this active molecule contains active site, isn't it? Where? What is this active site? In this active site, myosin head will attach. Myosin head will attach. So we can draw the structure like this. Suppose these are what? These are active molecule, active site, isn't it? Active site. Now what happens generally in this? This is the tail and this is the head of Neuromyosin. It will bind like this. Okay. Now what generally happens? Suppose this is one Z line. Let me clear this. See, whenever the cell is not in under any stimulus, in resting condition, in resting condition, how the cell looks like? This is the Z line. This is the Z line. They are the actin molecule. They are the actin molecule. With two actin molecule, I'm showing on detail. And the middle one is myosin molecule. So it is actin and it is myosin. What will happen when muscle will contract? When muscle will contract, what will happen? This active molecule, active site will remain open like this. It will remain like open. And suppose this is the myosin molecule. Okay? This is with Vivo. Who has joined? Any student with Vivo? Who has joined with Vivo? Yes. Who has joined with Vivo? Inside. Now what will happen? When this myosin will get bound with this active site, the cell will do what? The cell will give a power of recovery stroke. Remember this word? Recovery stroke. I've shown you with my hands in class 11. Remember with this word? Power of recovery stroke. This actin site will be occupied with this myosin head. the first step. It will give a power of recovery stroke. In the second step, what happens, student? I am showing with only one actin and one myosin. In the second step, okay. So this is the actin. राजेश्वरी इतना लेट से क्यों ज्वाइन की? राजेश्वरी, so this is actin molecule. This is actin molecule. And this is the myosin molecule. Now what will happen? Again, this myosin head will occupied with this actin molecule. And this second one with this one. In the second power of recovery stroke. Again, the cell will give a power of recovery stroke. So at the last stage, what we will see, student? The structure we will see in the last stage, that will be like this. Suppose this is the Z line. This is the Z line. This is myosin. And these are the heads. Active. And they are bind with the active. Like this. Similarly here, head. They are bind with the heads. Similarly here, these are the myosin heads. Myosin heads. Again, they are bind with this active molecule. So this structure is called cross bridging. This is called cross bridging. This is called
Ma'am?
cross. Tell me.
मैम
बोलो
ये
राजेश्वरी।
मीटिंग रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है क्या?
हाँ, रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है वाला।
मैम थोड़ा भेज देंगे?
अगर मैं कलेक्ट कर पाई तो मैं सेंड कर दूंगी, ठीक है?
हाँ मैम ठीक।
अगर मैं कलेक्ट कर पाई तो भेज। So this is cross bridging. अब क्या हुआ? Now all the myosin heads are occupied with active site. But in this step, what is happening, student? All the myosin heads are occupied in active site. Clear with this? Now one ions here play very important. What is the name of that ion?
Calcium.
That ion is calcium ion. Calcium ions play a very important role in muscle contraction. Now here I have not told you the function of the T tubule and all. Just the basic I am giving you about the sliding filament theory. Okay, because we know in sliding filament theory, one important structure, very important role is played by T tubule also. Remember the function of T tubule? Remember with the function of T tubule? याद है T tubule? बताया था मैंने 11 में जागृति मल्लिक, किसी को भी T tubule का फंक्शन याद है? Any one of you? Okay, no issue. The function of T tubule I will discuss in next class. Firstly, you should go with the concept. That what is the basic concept, what is happening in sliding filament theory. Next class again with movement and locomotion. Okay, same muscle contraction will continue. Now, one term I will want to discuss with you, refractory period. What is refractory period? If I say that refractory period of a skeletal muscle is 0.007 second. So what do you mean by this statement? What is meant by refractory period? Any one of you? Now clear with the sliding filament theory, students? So one more thing I have to tell you, when the cross bridging has already formed, as you told me that ma'am, A band retains its length, I band reduces. What about H zone? व्हाट अबाउट एच जोन? हाँ, जागृति मलिक, एच जोन का क्या होगा बताओ? ए बैंड और आई बैंड का तो क्लियर हो गया, व्हाट अबाउट एच जोन? बोलो सोनाली।
H zone also decreases.
व्हाट अबाउट एच जोन? व्हाट अबाउट एच जोन? लेंथ ऑफ एच जोन, लेंथ ऑफ एच जोन reduces. Clear? Because full cross bridging occurs. All myosin heads are combined with the active site of the actin. So length of H zone will also reduce. Clear Malik, Sonali, RB? H zone भी क्या होगा? कम हो जाएगा, isn't it? Length of H zone will also reduce. Clear with this now? Now, Shweta Pradhan, what is refractory period? So clear with this concept? I am erasing this.
Yes.
Clear with this? Okay. Now what is refractory period? What is refractory period? Wait a minute. Now, refractory period. Okay, what is refractory period?
And the time between two excitation.
Time between two excitation. No. Suppose this is not the definition. You have given one stimulus. Okay. The minimum stimulus to required to excite a muscle fiber, that stimulus is called. That stimulus is called. All these things I've taught you. The minimum stimulus to excite a muscle fiber is called. This stimulus is called. All this definition should be clear, student. What is this stimulus called? It's called threshold stimulus. It's called threshold stimulus. Now this word, student, threshold stimulus. Okay. It is same. This definition is same for muscle fiber as well as nerve cell. That means same definition again. The minimum stimulus to excite a nerve cell is called threshold stimulus. Because nerve cells are also excited. Why? There we can see the phenomena like depolarization, repolarization, these phenomena. So when these phenomena you will see when they are excited, excited means when you will give it a stimulus, isn't it? The same definition with threshold stimulus, same for muscle fiber as well as nerve cell. After movement and locomotion, I'll also discuss this nerve cell conduction impulse. And here one also राजश्री, तुम्हारा याद है मुझे वो अर्थवम का है, तुमने मैम थोड़ा सा बता दीजिएगा. तो मैं मूवमेंट एंड लोकोमोशन कंप्लीट करके मैं अर्थवम बता दूंगी. इसके मिडिल में एक दिन अर्थवम बता दूंगी. ठीक है राजेश्वरी, है ना?
हाँ मैम. हाँ मैम.
तो ये तो हो गया threshold stimulus. Now this one is threshold stimulus. So what is refractory period? Suppose after giving first stimulus, a muscle fiber or a nerve cell. Again, same definition, refractory period for nerve cell as well as muscle cell. Apply this term for muscle as well as nerve cell. Both. That means you are giving first stimulus. That means the muscle has excited. Now, after giving first stimulus, that muscle cannot be excited for the second stimulus. For that period, that is a very fraction of second, student, for 0.003 second for cardiac cycle, cardiac muscle. Very, when a fraction of second, just 0.03 second, you can understand. For that second, for particularly that second, a second excitation can never possible. Because you have given the first stimulus, that first stimulus you have given. So muscle will contract first, all these phenomena, A band, I band, everything will be completed. And then the second stimulus will be received by the muscle fiber. Now this time period is actually the refractory period. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Is it clear? Now your homework is, you will, in next class, you will make me understand, student. Prepare. Twitch. These two words you will make me understand. Prepare and twitch. This is our homework. Now, prepare and twitch. Now, tetanus, again a new word. Now, this tetanus is caused by a bacteria. What is the name of that bacteria?
Clostridium tetani.
Clostridium tetani.
Some more term you will read here. That is, we are talking about muscle. So, if you are talking about muscle, you should clear with the term muscle fatigue. What is the meaning of muscle fatigue? What is the meaning of muscle fatigue? Any one of you? कोई भी तुम्हें sir?
Ma'am, deposition of lactic acid in the muscles.
So what will happen? अगर deposit हो जाता है, suppose deposition takes place. So what will happen?
When enough oxygen is not reaching the muscles.
So what will happen?
Contraction and relaxation will not properly.
In general term, if I will use that, this muscle is tired. Okay, because lactic acid deposition takes place, oxygens are already used up. Okay, for that particular time period, that muscle is fatigue. We are using the word fatigue. Now, this muscle fatigue term, for which muscle we are using the term muscle is fatigue? Suppose I have given you the option cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, and skeletal muscle.
Skeletal muscle.
Skeletal muscle.
For smooth muscle, can we use the term muscle fatigue?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. Here also muscle fatigue, but in a lesser manner. Okay, because they are responsible for the voluntary movement. We know that they are responsible for the voluntary movement. So they will excite first, they will contract first, and they will fatigue first. Okay, and they are responsible for the involuntary movement. Here also muscle fatigue you can see, but in a lesser manner. Now, what about cardiac muscle? Cardiac muscle can get fatigue.
No.
No, ma'am.
What will happen if cardiac muscle get fatigue?
Heart stop.
Okay. Now, striations. We see striations, the student. That is why skeletal muscle is called striated muscle. Now, cardiac muscle shows striation. Cardiac muscle shows striation
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
and smooth muscle.
No.
No striation is observed by smooth muscle, whereas cardiac muscle, in cardiac muscle, striation is seen. Okay. Now, so refractory period, threshold stimulus, tetanus, and fatigue. All these things are cleared.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, cardiac muscles are branched muscle. We know that. That cardiac muscles are branched. Okay. Suppose this is the cardiac muscle. Like this. Now, this branching, they are connecting with this branching. What is the name of this connection? What is the name of this connection? With this impulse can transfer into this branching. What is the name of this connection? What is the name of this connection? They are called intercalated disc. They are called intercalated disc. Now, what is the shape of smooth muscle?
Spindle shape.
Shape of smooth muscle.
Pussiform.
They are
Spindle.
spindle shape and they are uninucleated, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Spindle shape and they are uninucleated. Smooth muscle. What about skeletal muscle? Uninucleated or multinucleated? Skeletal muscle.
Multinucleated.
Multinucleated.
They are multinucleated. What about cardiac muscle?
Uninucleated.
Uni or multi? क्या होगा? Uninucleated? Uninucleated. So comparison should be clear between the cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, and skeletal muscle. Clear with this? Now the ribosome of skeletal muscle is called ribosome of skeletal muscle is called ribosome of skeletal muscle is called
Sarcosomes.
ribosome skeletal muscle ribosome of skeletal muscle, that is sarcosome, whereas cytoplasm of
Sarcoplasma.
sarco word we are using for muscle. Especially we are using the sarco word for skeletal muscle. What is sarcolemma?
Plasma membrane of muscles. Skeletal muscles.
Plasma membrane of skeletal muscle is sarcomere. Okay. Clear with this? So only function of T tubule is left this one in muscle contraction, and how ATP formation plays an important role in the contraction of muscle. A diagram is given in NCERT now. How active site is occupied with that ATP, how ATP is playing the role in muscle contraction. That diagram should be clear. Okay. So that diagram as well as the role of T tubule, that means still muscle contraction is left. That I will discuss in next class. Clear with this? Clear with this, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, some question not related with this movement and locomotion. I want to ask, how many serum is present in our body? How many serum is present in our body? Anyone can answer me? Any one of you? Huh? I know I have not told you. 4 types of serum. Now you should remember the name. First one, peritoneum. Second one, remember that pericardial cavity, the cavity in which heart present. Cavity means what? This word is known to you, that pericardial cavity, but you are not getting that we have to relate these things. Pericardial cavity, that means cavity means coelom. So where heart is present is called pericardial cavity. Now third cavity is pleural cavity. Now I will tell ma'am these are 3 coelom. So how 4 type of coelom? Now this pleura is 2 in number now. Left and right. For that it becomes 4. That is, you can write there. This is 3 and 4. Is it clear? Is it clear with this? 4 types of coelom are present in our body. That is peritoneum, pericardial cavity, and 2 pleural cavity. Okay with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so fine. With this, I am ending today's class. Okay. Next class, I will give you message. Firstly, see what is the condition of Baleska day after tomorrow. Then I will give you message by tomorrow. Okay. Okay, fine. Bye bye, all of you. Vinith sir, we have done with today's class. Okay. I'm ending the class.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.